What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorldPodcast. Today we're going to be taking a look at the NFL takeaways, WildCard Saturday 2021. It was a lot of games on the slate. 3, in fact. Colts, Bills, Rams, Seahawks, Buccaneers, and football. The Buccaneers and the Washington football team, all exciting in their own right. We're going to go over all the things that I saw, maybe some of the things that you saw, as we dissect some of the, the stats of the individual games. Now, with the Colts versus the Bills, I want to say this, right? I knew the Bills were going to win, but I expected a blowout. The Colts fought, and they could have actually won this game. They had a lot of opportunities, but Phillip Rivers is not the guy that comes through clutch when it's necessary. I don't want to say that, his history is going to be all about yards, but people can make an argument that in really, really critical situations, he's never really come up big. In certain places, certain games. I know you have that one game that I'll never forget with, LaDainian Tomlinson when he was with the Chargers, and he's standing on the sideline with the rain, with the big shoulder pads and the rain jacket. A lot of things have always surrounded him. Obviously he's going to always be linked to Eli Manning because of Eli Manning demanding not to play for, play for the Chargers or whatever, and ending up in New York. But there's a lot of different things that goes on within it. But I have to give him some credit, bro. 309 yards, 2 touchdowns in the playoff games, 27-46, not too good. But he was just throwing the ball high and taking advantage of his tight ends and their height and doing things that he thought was comfortable. A lot of people may say, you know what, this guy's garbage, and you're probably right. You might be onto something. You might be, very accurate with that assessment. The dude's garbage. But at the end of the day, you have to understand it is very, very tough to go out there in a playoff game and try to win a football game when you're heavily not favored to do anything like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a very, very interesting situation that we got to take part of. Now, we hop to the other side with the Bills. It's been 25 years, bro. It's been a quarter of a century since the Bills have won a playoff game. And Josh Allen was doing everything in his power to make sure that this whole situation stopped. He ran into the end zone like a bat out of hell. I don't know what he was doing. It was really, really crazy. But people need to understand a couple things about Josh Allen. He has the legs. He has an unbelievable arm. He flings it with he's not even trying. It's a joke. And he gets it done. So people need to kind of understand, this guy's going to be here for a while. He's probably going to run that AFC East for a while. So Bill Belichick better find a quarterback. I'll tell you that much, because Josh Allen, he's the deal. He's a guy that's going to be around. So let's just take a look at his numbers. 324 yards, 2 TDs, 0 interceptions, 26 of 35, 11 of 54 on the ground. He led the team in rushing. So that's a huge thing. And then Stephon Diggs is just I'm really happy for him. He's one of those guys that he just needed to get away from a bad situation. And when I say a bad situation, I mean Kirk Cousins. But I'm just telling you right now, it's beautiful to watch that. Let's jump over to the Rams and the Seahawks. Now, remember, John Wolford started this game, and then all we saw were pictures of him with them trying to stabilize his neck as he went to the emergency room or whatever. We found out later, that he was okay, which is very, very good. We don't want people getting hurt like that. Even if you're a fan of one team, whatever, you don't want to see that kind of craziness going on. So it turns out that he is good. But I got to give Jared Goff a lot of credit, man. The toughness that he displayed was ridiculous. The dude just had surgery on his thumb. Usually with stuff like that, you don't just come out and just play in the next game. But he did. He did all that. And for me, looking at it the way that I saw that, I was very impressed with him. I always tell you, bro, I think the guy, he's overpaid. He doesn't make plays. He did everything he wanted. But the problem is Cooper Kupp looks to be injured. You got Aaron Donald, who was a man beast that was doing whatever he wanted. He was the reason that Russell Wilson was never comfortable. And Russell Wilson's like, yo, look, I'm going home to Ciara. It don't really matter. Just come sack me right now. But he got hurt. Cam Akers had a coming out party. 28 carries, 131 yards, 1 touchdown. But overall, the team played well. I just don't like their injuries going into the next game, because you're going to need every single part of what, of that whole team defensively to just be in the game. And then offensively, like I said, Cooper Kupp, that's a big loss for them if it turns out he's not going to be okay. Now with Russell Wilson, he was 11 of 27, 174 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. That's not going to get it done in the playoffs, dude. I understand that you don't care and you want to go home to your kids and Ciara, but it's a lot of people that are trying to win cash. There's a lot of people trying to do a lot of stuff, and you're favored to win this game, and you go out there, you're running around throwing Stevies. Now, the interception that he threw, I think that was the first, one of those quick RPO passes that's been intercepted for the entire season. DB read it well, picked it off, went for 6. DK Metcalf was raging like a young child on the sideline early on after he was dropping multiple passes. He has a problem with drops. He does not have sure hands. He is a specimen, and I think he can be really great in this league, but he drops a lot of wide open passes, and that's not good. They were able to stay with Tyler Lockett for the most part. 2 receptions on 4 targets. They took him out the game. You know, you got to do Freddie Swain catching a pass for 28 yards and stuff like that. It was really, really weird with the things that they tried to do in this game. But, you know, honestly, the Rams just dominated them defensively. And when you get somebody uncomfortable defensively, you know, what are you gonna, it's nothing you can really do about it. So it is what it is. And then we get down to the Bucs and the Washington football team. And this was my most exciting game of the day, simply because this guy, Taylor Heinicke, I don't know who he is. Bro, I'm going to be honest with you. I think he was like a failed, try hard. This dude yesterday was unbelievable. I'm going to tell you this right now. If they can get him healthy and just keep him as the starter, I think he can be a formidable quarterback in this league with that good defense. Now, I do want to tell you guys this, though. Tom Brady came out. He looked pretty sharp early. Some throws are way off, whatever, but this man is 43 years old out there doing that. Like, he's 43. It's a lot of dudes that have 43 that can't even do anything regular, like, go to the store. This dude is out there winning NFL football games. That's crazy. Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown came up with the touchdowns. Mike Evans had 119 yards, 6 receptions on 10 targets. Gronk was like a blocker and a decoy the entire game. They looked like they kind of put Cameron Brate in a little bit more. He had 80 yards on 4 receptions. So overall, offensively, they look like they're going to be okay. Leonard Fournette almost hit 100 yards with 93. They have so many things that they can do offensively. Defensively is going to be their problem going forward, I believe. But I liked what I saw. But Taylor Heinicke, man, this dude, 306 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception, but all the stuff that he did, the way he was elusive, the way he got away, 46 yards on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Antonio Gibson didn't show up to play. It was a lot of weird stuff, but Cam Sims, 7 receptions, 104 yards. McLaurin, they did what they had to do with him. He had 6 receptions on 7 targets, but, it wasn't enough. Steven Sims with the 1 touchdown, but Heinicke was the rock star, dude. Like, you got to give him credit. Like, that was not a game that anybody thought he would be formidable in, and they were sending everybody, sending the house, the coaches, the owner, everybody. They could not get him. He was able to elude certain things. Obviously, his diving touchdown was pretty good when he hit the pylon. A very, very exciting game. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I can't wait to get into WildCard Sunday. I know you guys can't wait either to see what's going to be going on with that. I will be back with more as we get into that. But like I said, a very, very exciting day, for football. Do I believe that the Bucs have a destiny to the Super Bowl? I don't know. We got to see what happened with the Saints. We got to see what happened with the Packers. Like, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. We'll see how it works out. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. You go ahead and have a great Sunday football day. One love, y'all.